Don't compromise who you are, because once you're lost as a man, you're lost across the board until you get that back.
This is the Boulder Zone, the fusion of masculine advice and entertainment.
This is Sparta!
Here's your host, Marco Boulder.
I'm a firm believer that when you meet a woman for the first time and there is a connection there, there's something about you, obviously, that she's attracted to. Initially, they look at your appearance, but then they start tuning into what you're saying, how you carry yourself, your confidence. That's what starts to bring her in. That's what starts to build the relationship. And then she falls for you. You fall for her. Where things start to fall apart is when they stop seeing those things that initially attracted her to you. Does that mean that you've got to work every day on putting on the best cologne and the best clothes and all that to impress her? No. As you get into a relationship, there's a comfortability that occurs, that comes about. That's normal. What you need to do is make sure that you are delivering the goods you originally sold. It doesn't mean every single day. And she needs to do it too. This whole thing about women expecting men to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and all they bring to the picture is just this. Those days are past. She has to deliver to you a loving, caring, respectful attitude. Now, guys, that's important. That's paramount. Because believe it or not, we connect respect to love. If we're not respected, guess what happens here? We don't feel loved anymore. So if you're not feeling respected by your woman, then you need to sit down and have a long talk with her. Realize what you may have done to propagate that and fucking own it. Don't pawn it off all on her or somebody else or your mother or, own it. But make sure she understands this is what you expect and this is what we need to do to get it back. If you start to get fat, you don't trim up your beard anymore. You don't care how you look. You get tired. You get home from working and you pop a beer and sit in the lazy boy. That is not what she signed up for any more than if the reverse happens. She's tired of and she's getting fat and she doesn't anything but a bun in her hair. What do the fuck they do now? That whole rat tail thing. You know what I'm talking about. That thing. Anyway, I don't know much about that. So yeah, you have to still appeal to each other's interests. That's what keeps it alive. You have to go out and buy the most expensive dinners and the jewelry and all that all the time. No, save that for the special times. What she wants from you is your attention. And what you want from her is her respect. I've said this on other podcasts before. I'm not advocating either way. If you should divorce, if you should not, that is your decision, yours. I'm not going to sit here and tell people that, no, fuck that, give up, throw it in the towel, it's all fucking done. Or, oh no, you just can't. You just can't ever give up. You've always got to keep trying at your marriage. At what sacrifice? At what fucking price? Your sanity, your manhood, what? What's the breaking point? If it's not going to change, start the counseling route. Whatever works for you. If you go to a counselor, you come and see some guy like me, just do it. You do the internet deep dive. Give everything a try. But don't compromise who you are, because once you're lost as a man, you're lost across the board until you get that back. Guys, my only goal here is to get you back to a place of strength and comfort and confidence. It's not about telling you need to divorce or you need to, give up your kids or anything like that, okay? You got to start with yourself. We are guys. It's in our DNA. We want a simple, straightforward answer and path to follow. Again, I've said it throughout this whole cast here. I'm not here to bash on counseling therapists and all that sort of thing. God bless them. That works for a lot of people. But more and more guys are stepping up and saying, you know, I just feel like we're just dealing with the symptoms and we're not dealing with the cause. We just can't seem to get to that. We just talk about our arguments and stuff like that. You know what? My personal feeling is those symptoms cause problems, but let's go right for that fucking cancer. Let's get right down to that fucker. It's going to hurt like hell, but you're at least going to get to it. You're going to look at it, you're going to pull it out, you're going to see what it is, and you're going to throw that bitch away. Now, that's a real rudimentary explanation of how I like to do things with people, but I'm telling you, we can get through shit a lot quicker, and that's what we all want, right, guys? That is why I do what I do. That's the show for today. I hope you got something out of this. If you're going through problems like this, if you know someone who's going through problems like this, reach out. Please check out the website, boulderzone.com, boulderzone.com. And before you leave, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe, hit that like, ring that bell even so you know when we've got good stuff coming up. Until next time.